Hey guys, it's Tanya. I am coming back with a tutorial. I hope it will be quick, but I think I'm going to have to break it up in a couple parts. But I'm going to try to have them back to back so that you can follow along. And then when I get finished, I'm going to put everything into a playlist so that you guys can just run the playlist if you want to. So what we're going to be making is an envelope journal. And I have been wanting to do this for a while. I just haven't, I just had to figure out what I wanted to do. So here is what it looks like, and it opens up like this. So let me move this out the way for a minute. And I got my grungy mat so you guys can, so I can work, because I didn't want to use my glass mat. So anyway, this is what it looks like. Okay, and this comes out, and I don't necessarily know if we're going to do it exactly like this, but pretty much really close to this. Okay, and so when you open it up, it's like a folio. I have not added the journal yet in here, but it flips open like this, and then this part right here is a pocket. I don't know if you can see that. It's a pocket, and then this opens up like this. I have not put all the ephemera in there and the journal because I wanted to do the tutorial, and then I wanted to add everything in before I add them in my shop. So this is a pocket right here, and then this is a pocket, and then it flips over like this. And you know, I use Tim Holtz paper, so you unwind it like that, and then this flips out. It's a pocket. Can you see that? Is a pocket right here. This flips over, and then you have a pocket, and this flips back. And guys, I just really got finished doing this, so if you see some pieces coming up, that's because I need to glue some stuff down and everything like that. But I wanted to get the started on the tutorial because I always think like, oh, I'm going to do a tutorial, and I don't never do it. So I wanted to start. So this is just a little pocket right here, and then that closes. And then what we're going to do is close it like that. Then it folds over like this. And then you have a top loading pocket right here. And then you have these right here, which this is retractable. I guess not retractable, but is removable. That's what I'm trying to say. Removable. And this right here is just blank. And then, of course, you have the pocket like I already showed you. So what you do is you just take them like this. They are magnetic like that, and then you flip them over in their pockets so they open. You flip them over like this, and then here's a pocket, and then this is blank, and then you have a little pad right here. And I was thinking about, I haven't decided yet, but I was thinking about putting little envelopes along here, but I don't know yet. I haven't really decided what I wanted to do. So all I did was I used my clip right here, and I just clipped it on like this. Okay, so that's that side, and then this side is really easy. This is just an accordion pocket, and it flips over like this. This is an accordion pocket, well, not really an accordion, but just a pocket with a figure 8. And then this is a pocket and a pocket right here, and then we have this flip down pocket, and I just haven't put anything in here yet, and a pocket right there, and that is it. And that is the envelope folio, and I love how it turned out. I'm excited to show you guys, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I did was I compared envelopes. Yes, I know, I'm a geek. So I got these envelopes from Walmart, and I also had these right here from, I'm sorry, I should be better, the Dollar Tree. Now, these from the Dollar Tree are a little bit thinner than the ones from Walmart. So I decided to go with the thicker version. And so I'm sure everybody has these envelopes or whatever. So I just used 2. We're going to use 2 of these for the base. And we're going to just use 1 for right now. Okay, and so what I wanted my journal to be, I wanted my journal to be 5 by like 7.5 or 8. Originally I wanted a traveler's notebook size, but it didn't work out that way. So that's what we're going to do. So what I did was, and this is the easiest way for me since I really don't like measuring, I just turned it around. Since I'm right-handed, I turn it around, but if you're left-handed, you can turn it the other way too. And what I did was I folded all the way to that line right there where the envelope, where it's cut, and you know you can stick something in there. So I folded it all right there, and I hope I'm making sense, guys. And then I just used my bone folder and creased it. And then what I did was, so I can see the line really good, I took my ruler and I measured, or you can use your mat, doesn't matter. I took my ruler and I measured 1 inch away from the crease mark on either side, okay? So I just measured 1 inch away, then I flipped it over, or however you want to do it, and you measure another inch, like this. I hope you guys can see. Do I need to bring you guys in a little bit more? Hold on just a second. Okay, there you go. All right, okay, so now you have 1 inch on either side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my scoreboard, and you don't have to use a scoreboard. You can always use your ruler and a bone folder. So I'm going to just score all the way down, and then I'm going to score this one like this, okay, like that, okay? So it should give you about, yeah, so it's like 5 and some change over on this side and 5 and some change over this side. So pretty much the exact size on either side, okay? So now what we're going to do is we are going to just go on your score lines and just fold it. I fold it backwards because I find it's easier to fold it backwards and then fold it forward. Okay? So we're just folding it like this, and then we are going to fold it like so. Okay? And you have your spine, and you have something that looks like this. So what I want to do now is I want it to be, I guess I want it to be like 7.5, or you can make it 8. It depends on what you want to do. I think I'm going to go with 7.5. So I am going to, I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to take my scoreboard, and I am going to just score it at, I'm going to put it up to the 0, and I'm just going to score it at 7.5 because it makes it easier to cut, you know, so I can see the line that I'm going to cut. And I am going to take my Fiskars, and I am going to cut along that line, okay? Just like that. Save these because you never know if you're going to need a hinge or not. Okay, so now we have something that looks like this, okay? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit off right here, okay? Because it's still, you can't open it, and I want to be able to open it. See? You can't open it, so I want to be able to open it. So I'm going to take a little bit off. I mean, like a little bit, y'all. Just so you can open it, just like that, okay? See how much I took off? It's like, what, that little piece. I don't know if you can see that, but that little piece. So now that we have that, should be able to open. Oh, I didn't take enough off. Hold on. That's okay. That's why we have scissors. I'm just gonna cut. Okay. Okay. There you go. So that's what you have, okay? You have this at the top, and you have this at the bottom. So now we are going to, it depends on how you want it. I want this fold onto my right side, okay? And I don't want anything on this side, okay? So I am going to take my time and I'm going to take the clasp off. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to get a lightweight piece of chipboard. And guys, I am organized. I really am. I am. See? I got it. I got it. Okay. So this is a back of a paper pad. It's really, really thin. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to measure where this piece of chipboard is nestled in between my score marks. I don't want it to go over it. I want it to be like right in between there. So I'm just going to eyeball it so it'll be right in between there and like that. Okay. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to cut it. Hopefully I can cut it straight. Okay. That's why I use my Fiskars on the other one, because sometimes when I use this one, my stuff is not cut straight. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I'm holding everything. Okay. All right. So we have that. And had it wrong. My bad. So we are going to put that in between there like this. Okay. And so we're going to take our Fabri-Tac and we are going to glue it down. Really easy. Okay. Just like that. All right. Now, make sure everything is, see, I always have that little bit over hanging up, but I guess it is better to have a little bit overhanging than to have, you know, it where it's just too short or, you know, something like that. So I guess that's a good thing. So now what I'm going to do, and you can totally line this with Tyvek, but I find masking tape works just as good. So we're going to take masking tape and we're going to, okay, line it up. Okay, and then we're going to do the other side. I'm going to clean this up a little bit so you can see it. And we're going to just take it and line it up. Okay. All right, perfect. Okay, so there we go. And we have, and it looks like that. Okay. Now what we're going to do is I am going to take and I am going to line, not the middle part, I'm just going to line these flaps right here and line these flaps. Now, what I mean by flaps, I meant everything opposite the middle spine piece. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I am going to use vintage wallpaper. You can totally use book pages, coffee dyed paper, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to use this because I have so much of it, and guys, it's getting to the point where I have so much stuff, you know, so I'm trying my best to use my stuff and stop hoarding everything that I have, because, you know, I don't want to be on the hoarder channel, you know. So I'm trying to use it. Yes, I get kind of antsy when I use my stuff, but it's okay. That's what we buy it for, to use it, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so now that everything is even and cut, you want to make sure that everything is lined up good. Everything can fold, you know, either way. The flexibility is there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my old archival ink and I am just going to go around my edges. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not, but I usually just go around every edge just in case, because you know, even though we're using an envelope, we don't want people to know we use an envelope, you know. So now that we're done with that, we are going to I'm not going to sew around it like normal. I want to do something else to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the side that has the spine. See, this one has the spine, and I'm going to put this just like that. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick fabrics, because this one that we have right here has a fabric spine, right? So what I did was I just collaged fabrics that I thought would match, okay, with the paper. I have not learned the technique to not match yet, and it still look good, like the eclectic look. So my stuff has to match some kind of way. So I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. So what I wanted to use, I wanted this one to be blue. I don't know why I love blue. So this one right here is going to be blue. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use digitals from my back in the day kit. You see that little blue in there, and I love how grungy it is. So I haven't decided which one I want to use yet, but I think I'm going to go, I'm leaning more towards the flower one. So we are going to, that is going to be this page and this page, okay? I just printed off two. And then for the spine piece, I selected some fabrics. Now, these are just, this one is more like a upholstery fabric. These are just regular, like, cotton, you know, like the real thin fat quarter types. And then I have this pretty one. Okay, so you know, you could just like start stripping them and putting them on there, but I find that I don't like see, I don't like how that color comes through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of just a piece of like muslin or something. Okay, so here's my piece of muslin that I'm going to use. I just got this from Walmart. It's very cheap, so I just usually get, I don't know, 2 yards or something like that, and it'll last forever. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut maybe 1/4 of an inch from the spine piece. So I just put it up there like that, and I'm going to do 1/4 of an inch. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snip it right here, and I am just going to rip just like that. And I'm going to do the other side like that. Okay. Get that string out of the way. Alright. And then I'm going to make sure that it is, I want this to be a little bit longer because I want to be able to wrap it under like that. Okay. And I want to be able to wrap this piece over. So we're going to do it like this. Cut that off. And I'm sorry about my phone alerts, guys. I'm going to try to edit those out if I can. Okay, so we have that, and it's perfect. You see that? It has, I don't know if you can see that. You know, it has so much on the side. So that is perfect. That is exactly what you want. Now, I am not a professional sewer. So, I just do things Tanya's way. Okay? And hopefully you guys will find some inspiration by the way I do things. So what I'm going to do is I want a ripped kind of edge. So I'm just cutting a little slit and I am ripping the thin fabrics because you're not going to be able to rip that upholstery fabric. So I'm going to do it just like this. I'm layering it just like that. Okay. I want some more of that blue flower. I think that's so pretty. So I'm going to do this one. Keep all those scraps. It's a little cricket. Okay, I like that. Okay, so then we're going to do this one, which is so pretty as well. Sewing machine, and I am going to run this through my sewing machine. I'm going to show you the other one so that you can see what it looks like, what I'm talking about. Make sure everything is right. Okay. All right. So that is that. I think it turned out really pretty. I like the colors. Okay. So you see how I stitched right here, right here, and right here. So I just stitched it on. So that's what. Okay guys, so all I did was I took one of my 8.5 by 11 and I decided which one I wanted on the cover and which one I wanted on the back. And so I cut it down accordingly. My sewed spine piece, see how I just sewed it? Okay, and I am going to do it like this so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take it and I'm going to lay it. Now I'm trying to get to where it has, eyeballing it, you don't have to measure it, eyeballing unless you want to, where it has the equal amount of material on each side. Okay, so you kind of want it kind of in the middle, like that. And so that is how it looks, just like that. Okay. Okay guys, so we have our stuff covered, right? Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to take our piece that we cut, and you could, I cut this for the back and then this one for the front. Okay, and you want it to be like butted up to that edge really good. Okay, just like that, because you're going to take your sewing machine, you don't have to, you're going to take your sewing machine and you want it to grab a little bit of the fabric and a little bit of the paper going down. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. But before I do that, because this one is going to be sewed on as a pocket, so you can have something coming out of the front like flap. I am going to take, you can do fabric, you could do paper. I'm going to use washi from Tim Holtz because I always buy washi and I don't ever use it. And we are, what are we doing? Using up stuff, right? So I'm going to take it like this, and I am going to line that like that. Just like that. I'm going to cut it off and make sure everything is okay. This is the part where I usually take my ink pad and I grunge up the material. You could totally tea dye this too. I did not. I don't know. I just picked what I had. I didn't tea dye it, but I'm just taking my ink pad and just going over it lightly like that. Okay, not too bad, just to grunge it up just a little bit so it won't be so white, you know. There, perfect. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to take this piece and we are going to line it up just like that. And I am going to cut it down, and I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like on both sides before I start sewing. Okay guys, everything is cut. I am going to take my ink pad before I glue everything down, and I am just going to ink up my edges a little bit. You definitely don't have to ink, you know. I'm just kind of want it a little grungy, old. I like the old grungy look, so I'm going to do that to both of these, and you see how it comes out just like that, right? And what you can do is you can take a piece of washi tape, which I probably will do, and line this edge just like that so you don't see it, just like we did the other one. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take my sewing machine and I am going to sew. I'm going to glue it down like this, and I'm going to sew, okay? I am going to take my sewing machine and I'm going to sew just straight across like this and straight across like this, because you don't want to sew your pockets, you know, you don't want to sew your pockets. Okay guys, so this is what we have, and this is what it looks like, okay? And this is what the inside looks like. You still have your pocket right here, and you still have your pocket right here, and then you should have a pocket right there, okay? So this video is already kind of long, so in the next video what I'm going to do is I am going to show you how to do this flip part, okay? I'm just going to show you how to do that, and then we'll go from there. And if that is not too long, then we can start on the inside, you know, we can start on the inside folio part, okay? Okay, the reason why, and you're probably wondering why I didn't just finish the inside and put the papers down, is because I do that kind of last, because I never know how thick my stuff is going to be until I start creating. Once I kind of can gauge it, then I will glue everything down and put everything in. So that is my process. So I hope that is okay with everyone. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I know it's just the first video, but I'm really excited about it. You can't really even tell that that's an envelope, right? Unless you look in the inside. Perfect, right? So yeah, have a blessed day or night, and